So the last blast up to Wales in 2013 to see the one stone circle that we missed back in June when the clutch unfortunately broke on the V-Strom. Snowdonia is also the training area for the British Hercules crews, and the manoeuvres provide excellent entertainment. On my nearly 900-mile tour of the stone circles in southern England and Wales, I nearly reached all the destinations I was aiming for, but both ran out of time to reach the last stone circle near Porthmadog, and then my clutch was burnt out and had to call the breakdown services. I was gutted, as precisely this stone circle would have been the king of all stone circles on the tour for me due to its crown-like shape and the remote location, and a chance to find out whether we really can rely on sat-nav alone or would still have to use maps. Using maps, of course, would maintain our map reading skills and prevent them from deteriorating due to using only GPS all the time. But coming up to the area of our last stone circle, the sat-nav already proved its limits. Despite all the updates, it would not show me the tiny country road which did show up on Google Maps. Was it something I did wrong by not doing the very latest updates? Well, if you can get caught out like this, you really wish you had taken a detailed map with you. But then even that may have been generalized, with tiny roads like this one leading to the area of our stone circle omitted. And once I arrive, and the supposed path leading to the stone circle splits into three, the fun really starts. I even thought to myself, rely on local knowledge. And I said, just follow this foot track. And it's a 3-mile walk. It's just up the hill and everything. You find it so easily. It's not signposted, it's difficult to find. It's an absolute disaster. You still have to rely on maps. Probably if I got a Land Ranger map, it's indicated exactly where it is. There was a lot of running up different hills, but the stone circle was nowhere to be found, and the coordinates of the internet were, as always, completely wrong. People, if you don't know how to put the coordinates on the internet, then just don't do it, because you're just messing people around. I then spotted something in the distance, which led me on another wild search, this time into the mountains. I desperately walked up all the mountains, searched for hours, as I had come a long way to see the stone circle, but no luck. I was really angry with myself for being so naive and trusting internet coordinate information after all my previous experiences and disappointments and coming here without a map. But then suddenly, on the way down... I can't believe it. I'm totally messed up. I've climbed all these mountains and being totally exhausted. I found them. I found them. I was on my way back to my motorcycle when, just by total chance, I looked to the right over my shoulder. You can't believe how happy I am to have found it after all that struggle. Running up those mountains there, over there, coordinates wrong, looking desperately, and then just by total chance, I found it. The blue arrow is where we are, and the star where the stone circle is supposed to be. For goodness sake, how inaccurate can the coordinates be? So after comparing maps, sat-nav and the local knowledge and their reliability with one another, what can one say about them and which is best? Can one replace the other, or do they complement each other in different fields? Everyone's experiences may differ and vary and depend on the country one is travelling through and the destination one is searching for. But I can say for myself and from my experiences that all three have their strengths, and if used correctly can complement each other, but will never replace each other. The secret of success lies in the perfect balanced use of all three. Maps allow you to plan a journey, as all the information is in front of you when setting a route, without having to zoom in and out on a screen and fiddle with moving a sat-nav map along the screen of your GPS unit. Sat-nav also helps you along the way on your journey and makes sure you don't come off the planned route or get lost. If all these fail due to unfamiliarity with an area and a lack of available recorded information, there is local knowledge one can hopefully rely on to some extent. And in the end, a sat-nav with all its directions is just like a map with all the route markings that you've made on it. Thank you for watching this film, which aims to raise awareness for the World Wildlife Federation's Snow Leopards Appeal, and thank you for your support. And also a very special thanks to all those who adopted the snow leopard after hearing about our project. Well, one has to admit both sat-nav and maps have very important advantages over each other. While maps are tangible, they won't break down and don't need power, sat-nav is easier to use and interactive. The problem with deliberately not using a sat-nav is that one doesn't move with technology and modern times and eventually gets left behind. And in the end, what is a sat-nav? A map, a digital one. So you have to learn how to use maps anyway, otherwise you can't use a sat-nav.